What's up, YouTube? We're back. It's your boy, Mad Stacker, and I'm here because I'm finally caught up on my mail calls. Hey guys, welcome back. Super excited to be here today. Thank you guys for joining me. I know you're like, man, every other video or two from this guy's a mail call. How much mail is he getting? So I'll be honest. This is mail over a couple months, maybe 2 or so weeks into my first starting to post videos. I started doing a couple mail calls, and they just kind of been picking up from there. So I get a few every week now, but I'm finally getting caught up. So now I'll be able to do like one a week, or depending on how fast they come in. I don't typically like to do more than 3 at a time because they get super long, and I don't want to rush through them either, because while we're not looking at silver, unless we are, then I understand a lot of people that aren't part of this community, that are just here to see the silver, aren't necessarily going to stick around. But these are important to me. These mail calls are the essence of what we are in this community. This is the family that I'm building. This is the family that I am embracing and exposing my family to. My wife and kids, and your wife and your kids, or your husband and your grandkids. We've become part of each other's lives, and we become topics of conversations with each other's families. We know about how many kids each other has, and we know about your relationship with your grandkids. We know that every piece of silver you get, you set aside for your grandkids, like Rebel Rose does, or you're hunting coins with your grandkids like Paul's Spare Time, or you've got your kids in the background while you're doing coin roll hunts like the coin roll hunting couple, or your wife took care of the kids all day so you could pour silver for your next auction like Silver Dragons, or you and your wife got to go meet international stacker like Yankee and Mrs. Yankee. There's so many stories intertwined. You're doing an auction with Silver Husky, and he's feeding his kids pizza and ice cream for dinner for a week straight because his wife is out of town. There's so many things in this community. We become intertwined with each other, and we're not just family ourselves, but we become family of your family by extension. And that's what makes these mail calls so very important to me. So if you are only here to see silver, I appreciate you watching these videos if you do. And if you just skip over them, you're not hearing this message anyway. So I'm good with that too. I completely understand why you would skip this video. But for those that are members of the community, you get it. And if you didn't, maybe now you do a little bit better. All right, so let's get into it. I'm not going to start with this one on top because I'm going to save him for last. And you guys will find out why. So this is Prepper Jack. Let's get this bad boy open. So a lot of you guys know that stacking and prepping are very much related. Now, there is an overlap in the community from, coin collectors to stackers, from stackers to preppers, and some people are just all over the map and all of the above, right? So I've been exposed more and more to the prepping world since I started stacking. Oh, shit. Dude, these stickers are so dope. Keep stacking, my friend. Prepper Jack to the Mad Stacker. That's pretty cool. Just a plain, I like that. It's simple, it's not fruity. Like that, brother. That's cool. I might need to look into that. But man, look at this bad boy. That is awesome. Piles and piles of treasure. Prepper Jack, that's a good looking sticker, brother. That is a good looking sticker. So I have been exposed more and more to the prepper world through, Yankee, he's called Yankee Stacking, but he does a lot of stuff on prepping and things like that as well. Man, piles. Look at all them coins. That is awesome. He talks a lot about prepping the Yankee way and things like that. And the more and more, it's like we say we want silver to shoot the moon, but what we don't realize, a lot of people say that without being completely, I think, connected to that result. Because when silver shoots the moon, if silver shoots the moon, what does that mean happening in our economy? What does that mean happening in the world? That means things are getting bad and they're getting bad quick. So if you're looking for silver to shoot the moon, you might should be doing a little prepping too, because they're not going to go one without the other, right? If silver shoots the moon, where people are talking $100, $200 an ounce, that kind of crazy stuff, you best believe you're going to need to have some supplies, because while the world may transition into a place where you can get the things you need with precious metals, there's going to be a gap period. And that gap period is going to be a little bit crazy, right? So what you need to be prepping for is that gap in between. And I don't want to get off on a tangent or a soapbox or anything like that, so I won't talk too much more about that. All right, so here we have next none other than the royalty themselves, King and Queen Stacking. These guys have been great supporters of my channel. They watch a lot of my videos, comment on all of them, and put out some good stuff themselves. I love watching their videos. They do shout out videos too. I haven't even started doing shout out videos for people yet. I don't know if I feel like I'm not worthy. That's not really the word, but I feel like I'm just not. I don't feel like I'm big enough to do shout out videos yet. I don't even know if that makes sense, but that's weird. But it is what it is. I won't get too crazy about it. Well, isn't that badass? Man, that is some artistic stuff right there. Man, that is wicked. Look at this one. That's the same. Oh, one's man, they're just throwing out the hollows like they. Man, that must be cool. I got the regular and the hologram, and look at this one. Man, I am impressed by these stickers. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you do. Keep putting out the great content. I love being connected to you guys in the community. Man, these are just cool. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this one. Bear with me, guys. It's my first time seeing stuff. Y'all know I like to see new stuff. You got king there, queen there. Wow. Okay, so this is him right here over the shoulder. And that's her. Again, right there. Man, what a good sticker. Love it, guys. Y'all did a great job with those. I am highly impressed. We will lay those right there. All right. Got another one here. I typically only do 3. And just so you guys know, as always, I'll be putting all the information in the comments. Go check out every one of these channels. Do not miss these guys. If I'm watching them, you know that they've got something cool going on, because I wouldn't be watching them if they didn't. Believe that. All right, so here we have IJones Coins. Hey, Matt Stacker, thanks for doing the sticker trade. Here's my Christmas sticker and original sticker. Hope you like them. Your sticker will be great addition to my board. Now, what he didn't realize is when he sent this to me, I wouldn't open it until almost Christmas time. So now, here we are, just very short time away from Christmas. And I've got his Christmas sticker. That's a good looking sticker too. I love stickers that have, some kind of coin backing or coin relation. I tried to throw, especially if it's U.S. Well, if you're from the U.S., obviously you wouldn't be from another country doing that, but it just kind of connects it to what we do into the history, right? So, IJones Coins, awesome stickers. Thanks for the sticker trade, brother. And last, I'll edit that bump out. And last but not least, one of my, what I would consider YouTube mentors, somebody I was watching before I started stacking, somebody who was part of the reason I started stacking, somebody who was part of the reason I started a YouTube channel. And you've heard me say it before, all these guys are listed in my featured channels on my homepage. And this guy has been a huge part of that. So when I first got started, he was one of the first people I was watching. Oh my goodness, look at this. You guys are just awesome. I can't believe I'm getting all this cool stuff, and I don't even send cool stuff out, but it's in my stack and I just can't give it back. Have a great day. That's cool. I'll get to a point where I can be able to do that kind of stuff. I totally look forward to it. But none other, the man, the myth, the legend, Florida Stacker. I'm going to tell you what hooked me about this guy from the get-go. The first video I saw of his, he was in the middle of like 3 or 4 different, what most people now are calling challenges. I don't think he was calling them challenges. He may have been. But he was basically, he had goals. So I'm working on this tube of this, I'm working on that tube of that, and I'm working on that tube of that. And every week he was adding to those tubes and he was giving a count. So I went back and watched when he started those so I could follow along in the story and see each week as he built that stack and got more and more, got closer and closer to his goal. And that just hooked me. And that was when I first started thinking about telling my journey and telling my story in order that it happened, and giving something for people to watch grow over time. And he was the one that kind of put that in me to want to do that and to build the channel. A lot of these other guys, Yankee, Fish, Silver Husky, International Stacker, and Silver 5150, all those were my favorite guys before I started. And all played a big part of me wanting to get started. But Florida Stacker gave me kind of the desire to do my channel in a certain way. Now, he doesn't necessarily do it like that, but it was those goals that he was doing that were continuing one after another that gave me the desire to build the channel the way I've kind of built it. And I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way, but seems to be going okay so far. So, Florida Stacker, the man, the myth, the legend. I've got one of his stickers. And now, yes, now I've got one of his dimes. Let me get rid of this tape and we will check that out a little bit closer. Look at that. I love me some Mercury dimes. As you guys know, if this is the first time you're ever watching one of my videos, you can see in my sticker the Mercury dime is there in the goggles, the Morgan dollar is there in the clock, and the 2-ounce Kraken that I was first introduced to on this channel, and I immediately knew I wanted one more than anything. And it's the only one I have, the only 2-ounce coin he made me want that coin. He made me want that coin so much that I put it in the sticker of my logo before I ever even owned one. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, let's talk about the dime. 1944. Let's see if there's a mintage. Doesn't appear to be, so that's going to be a 1944P, and there were 231,410,000 of those made. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as you guys know, this is going in my stack. And once it goes in my stack, it never goes back. Florida Stacker, I can't explain to you how much you have influenced me and how important you have been to my channel, brother. And I learned from you, not only from the coins that you show, but from the discipline that you have in your stacking. That's something that you and Yankee are very similar in, is you guys have discipline, you're methodical, and you're building a future for your family through precious metals. And I want to mirror that. And I really don't have any other better way to say it other than I want to be like you when I grow up, right? So thank you for your service. Thank you for everything you do. I know, for those of you that don't know, Florida Stacker spent 20 years in the service and has just recently retired. So he's not retired, but he's just recently retired from the service. But I want to thank you for your service. My daughter has just recently left on her journey in the service as well. So I have a greater appreciation for that now than I think I ever have before. So again, thank you, brother. Thank all you guys. I appreciate it. King and Queen Stacking, IJones Coins, and Prepper Jack. Thank y'all so much for this mail. I will put links to all of your channels. Everybody go check out these guys. Check out Florida Stacker, Prepper Jack, King and Queen Stacking, IJones Coins. Links all in the description of this video. And I appreciate you coming to hang out with me on another mail call. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe. Hit the button. Hit the notification bell. I'll have more silver in my videos, I promise. And if you're new here, come hang out with us. And don't worry, you'll fit in just fine because we are all mad here.